This video will show you how to replace the front outside mirror on a Ford Edge. This will be mounted to your front door. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on the replacement of our front outside mirror. To do this, along the inside of your front door, you can see that there's this small plastic panel. Let's start removing that. For this, I'm using a plastic trim tool so I do not damage the paint on my vehicle. You're going to find that you have a couple locking tabs behind this area. I'm gently prying them out of place, and we'll continue on by rolling this away from the door. At this point, I can see both of my locking tabs. We'll set that aside. Now, as we look inside this area, we can see our electrical connector. It has a locking tab down along the bottom area here where my trim tool is. You can squeeze this in by hand or just continue with your trim tool. Now, as you start pulling this away, you may find that the internal connector slides out of place as well, and that's okay. At this point, I can clearly see my locking tab. Now I'm just going to squeeze that in and I'll pull it out of place. Inspecting both sides for corrosion. Let's take this connector, we're sliding it inward towards the door next. Now you can see that we do have two 11mm mounting nuts holding the mirror in place. There is 3 total, one on the far edge. Let's start in this area first. I'm going to hold onto the mirror, pressing it towards the door as I continue on with my mounting hardware. Now I'm still holding the mirror. Let's move along to our third mounting nut. It's on the far corner. We should be able to take hold of the mirror and pull it away. Now, if you do have window louvers going up and along this area, that could restrict your access for removal. Let's just carefully flex things as necessary. We'll remove the mirror from the door itself. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any part, let's make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. In this instance, we're cleaning along the door. We want to make sure nothing's rotted, weak, or damaged. That's the inboard side. Let's make our way to the outboard side real quick. Okay, friend, it's time for installation of our front outside mirror. Now on my application, I do have a small window louver here, so I have to gently flex it. We're going to take the mirror and we're bringing it up towards the door. As we bring it into position, we know that we have the 3 ports for each of our 3 studs. Let's carefully start bringing this into position, being aware of the paint on our vehicle. Now that I have this slid into place, I'm making my way to the inboard side for my pieces of hardware. We'll start on all 3 pieces of hardware here. Snug them up. Now you do want to make sure that all 3 of these are tightened properly. Let's continue on to our electrical connector. As far as that connector, we have our locking tab. That would be down along the bottom. Line it up, press it in. After an audible click, confirm that it's properly secured. It should not fall out of place. Now it's time for our plastic panel. Now, as you remember, along the inboard side, we do have 2 small locking tabs, but we also have 1 locating tab that's along the top. We're looking at the door itself. We can see where the locating tab goes, and of course, our 2 locking tabs. Let's start aligning this. A quick note about this is you may have to carefully reach behind the panel to adjust the locking tabs. You can gently press as necessary. I'm sliding this plastic panel behind my door panel as far as possible. I'm aligning my locking tabs. Just make our adjustment there, and we'll tap this into position. Double check, make sure it's secured all the way around. Okay friend, we finished the installation of our front outside mirror. The next thing I always like to do is test the functionality. For this, put the key in the on position, make your way down to the mirror switch. Set it to the left side, we're turning it counterclockwise, and you can adjust the mirror to your personal preferences. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.